Hi guys, my name is Tim Roswick, and today is the first day of 2018. What are you gonna do with your 2018? What are you gonna make shit happen? What are you gonna how are you gonna really make it a great year? A lot of people start New Year's resolutions. They talk about the things they're gonna do this year, the goals that they're gonna set. I hate that word, man. New Year's resolution. I hate that word so much because I don't think it holds the weight that it needs to. I don't think that. I think people wait till New Year's to say they're going to change something about themselves, and then they say, "For this next year, I'm going to do that," and then maybe they do it for a month, and they never stick to it. I'm guilty of this too. I'm just saying other people. I've done this plenty of times. You know how many New Year's resolutions I've had to lose weight? Didn't stick to it, but I've tried to change that about myself. I've tried to pick things that I can stick to, take baby steps, make shit happen, kind of go into it with the mindset of how can I actually get more done? How can I actually make this next year better than my last year? It doesn't have to be my best year ever, right? We don't have to go all crazy with it, but how can it be better than this last year? A couple things I want to share with you and kind of how I get this done. For 2018, one of the things that I want to focus on is to grow the community and the channel. And as you probably know, I've been posting daily videos for, I believe we're running on about 220 some days. I keep track of my list here on this app. And it basically you tap off the little circles on the days that you do this stuff, and I have 224 day streak, which is cool. This app is called Habitbull, by the way. I think it could be better. I think it could use some improvements, but it's a cool little app for what it does. And one of the things that's kept me going, besides the obvious benefit of the community and all the great stuff and all you lovely people out there that watch me, is not breaking my streak. It's not breaking my streak because I'm 224 days, man. If I miss one day, that starts at 0. I'm not going to miss one day. I'm not going to miss one day. My goal for 2018 is to finish off that 365 day cycle where I post a video a day for a year. And I didn't start that on the new year, right? I just started it because it needed to be started. So I think that's lesson number 2 is don't wait for the new year, right? Start it now. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for whatever. Just start the shit now and start doing it every day, whatever it is. If you want to build a business, start working on it every single day. If you want to make a game, start working on it every single day. Grow your skills, create a habit, and now this is a part of my life. The video thing is definitely, it's a part of my life. Everybody in my life knows that if at any point I haven't done a video, it doesn't matter what we're doing, it doesn't matter where we are, it doesn't matter what's going on. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna make a video, and they know there's nothing they can do to stop me. And there was a little resistance at first from people. There was, when you're out with someone or you're like out doing something, and then now you got to go all of a sudden because you gotta make a video, or you can't spend the night somewhere because you got to go home and make a video. Sometimes people get annoyed with it. They don't understand posting on YouTube, and I always tell them it's not about YouTube. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It's a thing that I need to do to show myself that I'm disciplined. It's a thing that I need to do to build discipline, to make shit happen, so that 365 days from when I started, I'm in a different place. And I think YouTube has been a big factor for me in kind of building my discipline and kind of making sure that I move forward with stuff. And it's worked out for me, and this daily thing has really helped. I've tried to do the same thing with Philophobia, with the exception of taking certain days off, because I know that I'm quite obsessive over stuff. And I will just obsess over the game, and I'll work on it. Like, I will lose sleep over it. I will do all that stuff, and I have to stop myself in that. Like, The YouTube stuff is, I'm lucky enough to have like a 10-minute a day chunk that I just have to do, and then it's done. Sometimes I'll do them in batches if I have a bunch of stuff to do for the week or whatever. But I know that once I'm done with those 10 minutes for that day, I'm done for the day. Game development is not like that. So I completely understand if it's a little bit different. But I do try and get like 10 minutes a day or something like that, with a conscious exception of trying to have a day off to kind of clear my mind, which clearing my mind doesn't always work. Like, you know, I've definitely went days without working on it, but it's hard to go days without thinking about it. And the last thing that I would say too is keep track of the good shit that happens, man. I get emails from people that want to thank me for my videos or for a specific video, and they send me other games and they say, "Hey Tim, you inspired me to do this. You inspired me to do that." And Gmail has a cool little feature where you star an email. I star those kind of emails. So when I feel like shit, when I feel down, when I'm wondering why I'm doing this YouTube thing, when I'm wondering why I'm doing this stuff, I look at those emails. I do the same thing with YouTube comments or whatever. I take screenshots of them. I put them in a folder. Same thing with my game, man. Nice things people say about my game. And I know that sounds kind of egocentric and weird. And, you know, I'm definitely curating, right? Because there's plenty of negative shit, especially in the YouTube comments. Plenty of negative shit that happens. But the negative shit's not important, man. The negative stuff doesn't move me forward. The negative stuff doesn't really do anything positive for me. So why not curate it out of my life? And over time, by only saving the positive stuff, I start to only look for the positive stuff. And when I look back in time, like maybe around New Year's, right? When I look back over the year and see all the good shit people said to me, I'm like, wow, you know what? I achieved something. I'm going to go into this next year harder and better than ever before, because I've kind of curated my memory of things. And this just doesn't apply to digital stuff. Like I've read back through my journal and I've realized that I've kind of curated my journal to be positive. And I, to be honest, if I'm completely honest, I don't really know if that's a good thing. I don't really know if I would, like there are some negative stuff in there, but not in my curation of emails and stuff. I don't know long-term effects, but I know for me, at least, it always gives me a boost of motivation. And every time I look at that stuff, it's always an extra, like, a little kick in the butt to kind of get going and move stuff. And every time I question myself, or I get, you know, imposter syndrome, or I just feel like I'm not worthy, or I'm doing some random shit that I shouldn't be doing. Every time I feel that way, I just kind of look at that stuff. And my past games kind of do the same thing too. Like every time I say, oh, like, am I a game developer? Do I really need to be doing this? Look at some of the games I made, you know, and that helps. So keeping track of stuff that you've done that's good is a great way to kind of push forward. Making sure that you look ahead, you know, trying to actually build a habit, maybe keeping track of the daily habits that you have. And the last thing I would add is just don't quit. Quitting is the only real way to fail. I know I've been doing a lot of these like semi-motivational videos lately, but I don't want this to get lost in some kind of motivational jumbo. Like quitting is legit the only way to really fail. Think about that. There's no other way. If you don't stop, you're gonna move forward. It may take a long time. It may take way longer than you thought it would. It may take a ridiculous amount of time. It may take way too much energy. It may take way too much money. But if you quit, that is the ultimate failure. If you stop, that is how you make sure that it never happens. So don't quit. You know, keep moving forward, even if it's a little bit by a day, even if it's the 10 minutes a day that I was talking about, even if it's just one step forward a day. Don't quit. Don't quit. Be a finisher. All the shit that I was talking about in all my videos, You've heard it before. Decide to be a finisher. Don't quit. Keep track of your habits. Build good habits. Have discipline. And make 2018 your best year ever. It's going to be for me. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a community. Quick note on the community side. The Twitch stream is going to be starting up next week. I'm going to be assigning a series of moderators to the streams and to the Discord chat. We're redoing a lot of different stuff. I know I'm in the middle of Crunch for Philophobia, but I'm going to make sure that the community doesn't suffer as a result. And I'm going to make a lot of changes. Changes to the videos coming soon. I'm not sure when those are going to be. Change up our format a little bit. Redoing all the graphics and stuff for all that stuff. And at some point I need to address the actual website, Game Dev Underground, and figure out what we're going to do with that. Because I know I haven't been really active there. And the Discord has been extremely active though. So thank you guys for being a part of the community. Again, I can't thank you enough, even though I do it fairly often. I just want to say that I'm glad that you guys are here on this journey with me, and let's make some kick-ass games. Let's build some cool shit in 2018, and I'll see you tomorrow.